So I've just received my Rough Country Rustic Furniture Blackout bookshelf to concealment furniture that's supposed to be able to hide firearms. This is a total piece of garbage furniture. It came shipped, it came late. It was about 12-week expected time to be built. It took about 16 weeks to get it to me, and this was after multiple emails and delays. I paid for freight shipping. They shipped it FedEx Ground, which is, as a FedEx Ground driver, I can tell you it's not acceptable to ship something like this FedEx Ground. This is broken right here at the very top, this trim piece right here. The finish itself is poorly finished. You've got areas that aren't painted right here, right here. The actual trim at the top is not attached well. It's got a lot of movement in it. It's very poorly made. You know, it's got sturdy hardware, or it seems to be sturdy pieces of lumber, but it's put together very badly. I've got a chip right here, you know, where something's happened, whether it was it was not properly packaged. It was shipped FedEx Ground, which again, UPS, FedEx, doesn't matter. It should never go on a standard delivery truck. A piece of furniture like this, it needs to be, you know, LTL freight on a pallet, you know, something like that. Down here at the bottom, same problem. You've got, you know, no finish around the corners. There's cracks in the wood. It was, you know, some of this wood was actually not very good quality. I know they call it rough country because it's supposed to look rustic, but there's a difference between rustic and junk. My guess is it was rushed to finish because they forgot about my order or whatever. It's very thin on the paint. Another crack in the wood here. Just would not suggest. I fully expect them to replace this. I'm going to send it back to them. I'm going to call them, have them do something about this. I'm very unsatisfied, especially after the wait that it took to get this, and the price that I paid to have it shipped. This is completely unacceptable. You know, in my wife's business, we get furniture shipped all the time to our house, to our warehouse. I got no shipping notification. I could have had this shipped to a warehouse on a pallet very easily. I was never contacted really at all. It was up to me to get back to them to get this followed up, and they shipped it and they said, oh, it'll ship by Friday. I was never given the first bit of shipping information whatsoever. This was from Rough Country Rustic Furniture, out of Texas, I guess. Looks like, or Missouri, excuse me, out of Missouri. I'm just very, very dissatisfied with the quality, especially with, you know, some of the videos I've seen online and some of the, you know, with all this Facebook advertising, but they're, you know, have this constant 25% off sale. So obviously they're doing something wrong if they've got to, you know, have a 25% off all the time. This really bothers me. That really irritates me. That was probably from improper packaging and then, you know, shipping FedEx Ground. Shipping. I mean, this is oversized. In my experience, I would probably have refused to put a package this size on my truck, for the purpose that this is way too big to be shipped on a standard package delivery truck. Hopefully they'll do something about this, but I still wanted to make this video to let everyone know that they basically make a terrible product. And do not. I would suggest anyone not to buy anything from Rough Country Rustic Furniture, roughcountryrusticfurniture.com. Sure, their stuff looks cool, but you know, if you're paying $400 or $500 on a piece of quote-unquote custom furniture, and you know, taking way longer than it should be to be made, you know, it should be right. It should absolutely be right.